UPS was formed. It was a energy university focusing on just petroleum in 2003. But over the years, and in particular around about 2011, it started broadening its horizons and started doing other activities, but still related to energy. And then in around 2015, it became a truly multidisciplinary university. So we now have programs which are not just focused on petroleum or energy, but we are giving and offering programs in different areas of engineering, different areas of computer science, law, business, and so on. So right now we have kept the name for branding purposes, but we are a multidisciplinary university offering courses in all the different disciplines. And I am focusing on the School of Engineering, for which I am the dean. We pride ourselves on in terms of the programs and the offerings. So we have 6 engineering departments and 3 departments which are clubbed together into the Department of Applied Sciences. So each of the 6 departments offer program specialists in their areas. For example, aerospace, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, and petroleum engineering, of course. So these all have specialist courses in their appropriate disciplines, and the departments of applied sciences offer maths, physics, and chemistry. They also offer specialist B.Scs and B.Techs and M.Techs, M.Scs in their respective disciplines. And the specialisms we offer also are evolving, changing to trends, and which we hope are attractive to new aspirants. Department of Applied Science is the science, the maths, physics, and chemistry are a part of School of Engineering. So they support all of our engineering programs. It's a common first year program. So they provide the core science, maths, and physics that is needed for the engineering programs. And they themselves also have MSCs, BScs in their respective departments. So they have 2 roles. They provide specialist courses in the science disciplines, as well as support the engineering foundations for the engineering programs that we offered. So they have a very strong faculty that we have hired, both in terms of teaching and also in research. So they are, in fact, some of our strongest faculties in research as well, connected to all the, the core sciences. We have introduced concepts of School for Life, so where we are providing graduates not just what they are focusing on in terms of their bachelor degree, but we are offering them a mindset and a training philosophy for life. So we we have taken a number of credits which are being allocated to this School for Life, which are things to do with things to explore, how you train, how you stay up to date in terms of your career once you even leave the formal education. So we have introduced exploratory courses, social internships, internships with industry, and these are all integrated into the various disciplines that we offer, and details, of course, also all on the website, and you can follow them. But they are quite different. So we have defined core, what is core to your discipline, what is wider, and what is skills for life that all graduates need to know in modern society. So what your employers are looking for in terms of, if you're an electrical engineer or a mechanical engineer, they don't just want that. They want you to be able to communicate to different types of people, but either technical or non-technical people. So these skills are softer skills, but in fact more important nowadays in terms of being able to communicate to fellow colleagues and also outside to your discipline. So very, very important that our graduates have these multidisciplinary skills. We have a number of scholarships for merit awards. Details I think you can find on the web. Again, we also encourage girl students, females in STEM sciences. So we offer scholarships for that, where stipend fees are reduced by 20%. So these kind of things we encourage. Individual cases we will consider at any point. So you can write to me as the Dean of School of Engineering if you think you are meritorious in some way, and we will consider individual cases. So yes, we award excellence, and we also have partnerships with some of our local communities as well. We support some villages. So we are connected to our network, and we're connected to our state, and of course we're connected to our country. And we want excellent students to be coming here. We have an incredible cultural life here on campus. Last year or so has not been so good with COVID, but we just for our visit invited a number of our students back who are leading some of our student chapters and our student clubs, and they held an incredible cultural evening for our accreditors, and it was just awesome to see the kind of the non-technical things, the dancing, the singing, all these kind of things which the students are holding from different parts of India and abroad. And so this is what the cultural life on the campus means to us. In terms of campus life, we are able to house approximately a third of the number of students that we support on campus, which has now been, of course, reduced because of the COVID restrictions. We cannot double up and so on. But hopefully, when things open up, we will be back to our full cohort. And surrounding us, we have a number of hostel partners and who are working with us to make sure that students do not live so far from campus if they cannot be on campus. We have an incredible placement center, in fact, run by Manish Madan, and he has been sending details about placements, and we are placing 83, 90% students, even in COVID times. We have introduced this social internship that I mentioned to you starting from this summer, which will be with NGOs and charities and so on, and where we have signed up 270, just under 300 NGOs who are going to give students this kind of value in terms of how one can contribute to society. So people will be going to villages, working with a NGO, contributing to some form or other, and we have just placed something like 3,000 of these students just now. So yes, very strong placement and recruitment drive and center, and we pride ourselves on that. Two things. One is in terms of the ability to go and have an internship in one of these places that you mentioned that are, and in fact, they're growing. In fact, we're just signing another MOU with a university in Malaysia. We are expanding those to collaborations with companies in Europe and the US and also Far East. The dynamics in the disciplines are changing, and so we are involving and our our ambition is to now, we have just received through NACA an A grade, which makes us very excellent and allows us to now expand now to the next level. The next level means that we are now having to think about the international dimension even more at every level, at undergraduate level when they come in, how they can, so programs that will be in partnership with other universities, internship possibilities with our partner organizations, and in fact, people will be coming to UPS from abroad as well. So we will have that international dimension as well. Uh, and at the research level, so we are linking our programs to what is happening at the forefront of science and technology in terms of how the disciplines are evolving. So that's what international dimension means to us. Well, we've had two or three false starts. Government state has told us we can bring campus students back on. So we've just invited students to come back online in two phases. In February, we invited a certain number to come back. Then we increased that 1st of November. And right now, with the surges are increasing again, we are requesting them to, in fact, go back. But during all this period, the online mode and the hybrid mode has been continuing. So we are 100% online teaching. So so we were in fact 100% teaching even last year. Even our examinations, every whole process was carried out on time. This did not get affected. some of our students, especially the ones who are wanting to do lab classes and so on, even though we have transformed all our classes and they are now being able to be delivered in online mode, some students want to come back, and we want them to come back, but only when the protocols allow. Until that happens, everything is being carried on in online mode, and we have developed new strategies for delivering all of our courses, all of our labs, all of our teaching. Sadly, the on-campus format is the only thing that is being affected, and for some students, of course, this is quite a quite a strong thing, and they want to come back, and they are in fact writing us, when can we come back? And we're saying, I'm sorry, we're sorry, your parents don't allow it, government doesn't allow it, and it's really not up to us. But safety is, of course, the most important thing. School of Engineering is one of the strongest faculties, if not the strongest faculty of research. It's been leading research in the university here at UPS, and I've been just hired to take it even further. So we will be hiring. I've been a professor in something like 11 universities in the UK, University of Leeds, and I was a professor of robotics in Sweden, also in New Zealand. Uh, and I'm a professor of robotics. So we are now going to be using advanced robotics concepts to drive our whole engineering faculty into a new level. We will be encouraging all our engineering students to be involved in some shape or form in this way of advancing engineering. And we will be linking up with some of the leading research organizations in robotics in the world. Some of my previous contacts I will be linking up to, and so we will be making robots for petroleum and gas. We will be making robots for aerospace. We will be making so you can imagine robots everywhere is the kind of a theme that we have, not just because I want them, but because all my colleagues, other deans, think robotics is actually the next disruptive technology. Like the automobile was in the last century, robotics is going to be the main disruptive technology in 2021. And so we want all our students to be savvy with robotics technology, to know how they are used, how they can be developed, how they can be designed, and so on for certainly our faculty. So robots for the future. This is what in fact I think our leadership felt that we were deserving an A, so they've been working towards that. Now it's just been awarded about a month ago. So the strategy has now been, well, now the next stage is the A plus and A plus plus, and for that the issues that we've talked about, internationalization is very important. Digital transformation is going to happen to everything that we deliver, and research is going to be high on the agenda, or taken higher to the agenda, and new faculty are going to be hired. I'm part of that process. So my next step is to be looking at what skill sets do we still need to go to this next level, and we're already started that process of restructuring our school. So the departments will be structured into clusters. So the clusters are now higher level things, and the clusters will be in terms of technology, where we want to go. So the whole school, the whole university is being restructured for this next stage of development and evolution. And I think this will be to the benefit of all new students who will be joining us, and who are already registered with us. I've only just recently joined, but I have worked in many countries as an academic, and I can confidently, so I'll just say the countries. So I was in a Russell Group, University of Leeds in the UK, as a professor there. I was in the top university in Sweden, KTH. I was in university in New Zealand, Massey University, and then I also worked in Germany in one of the applied universities in Soest. And I've been a visiting professor in several universities, including one of the IITs here in India, IIT Ropar. I was an adjunct professor there in the mechanical engineering department. And with all that knowledge and experience and connection to them, I can safely say that UPS is one of the most forward-thinking establishment that I've met. They really want to make a difference. They want to be a differentiator. They want to really develop and be for the benefit of education. And that's what I think we will do. That's what I'm here to do, and I hope the students will see that. They will when they join and benefit from what UPS is trying to do.